Evening all, and welcome back to Factory Town. So, I have left the game running for a little bit between episodes, and I've noticed a few issues with this conveyor system here, and sorry, this chute system here. So I've done a few changes to that. But essentially, when a item on a chute hits a corner, it slows right down and causes all sorts of issues with it. So, as you see here, I've swapped this up. We now have a silo right in the middle of the track. Comes straight down and goes straight to the silo, and then that silo outputs to there. That gets rid of that slowing down on the corner, so it just seems to flow and work better. We've also upped our storage here for stone because I really want to get some more stone going. Better, and we can start building other things. I've done the same for the coal as well. The coal comes out to this outside one and then goes in via an underneath chute, which you can barely see there. It goes underneath the road along. And then I put the road up above it, so the road's still there, it still works with it. This is currently turned around the wrong direction because I have to wait for that to empty. I could leave it and have another buffer, but no, I think I'll let that one empty and then we'll put in a chute underneath to make it all work. And obviously the iron one is fine because that comes along, goes straight into it, so that one works. So that's all fine and dandy on there. We do have a problem with our mines and not outputting a great deal, because we've run out of coins. Completely run out of red coins. The only source of red coins I currently have are cooked fish, and that's not going fast enough. So we need to deal with that. But first, I want to get this research going properly. As I pointed out in last episode before, and as someone mentioned in the comments as well, if we were to get leather over here and get things going, we could possibly make the school run faster with books. At the moment we are struggling for wood because the forester requires red coins to drop things down. I don't get foresters. I would have thought the forester would have been yellow coins and mines would mean red coins. That would have made sense. Anyway, so I want to move the schoolhouse over. I want to 19. Right, I'm going to turn off paper on that one. 20, so that's done. So that's completely empty. So now we can afford to move the schoolhouse and not worry about it. And the schoolhouse is going to go over here. So I need to move my mine carts because I put them all in the way. Put them over here for the moment. I could just delete them and put them, build them again, I suppose. But so copy the schoolhouse. Schoolhouse is going to go here, I feel. Yep, schoolhouse is going to go there. We're going to have another forester, which is going to be interesting because obviously this forester is going to require red coins to do things, and we don't have any red coins, so I'm not entirely sure how to do this. I want to raise that up. In the corner. Remove that one tree, and I think that will do the job. I think that means it's all of them. Is that correct? Yep, you get all of them going there. Awesome sauce, right? Oh, there has been a small update as well, and foresters and farms no longer come with any recipes built into them. They no longer come with. They don't auto manage stuff, so you have to tick and do whatever you want to it. So you can tick the auto manage one. I think that's done because sometimes you put down places over the top of other things. Like if I was to put a mine here and I wanted to do iron, it would automatically grab the coal and it would throw you off. So I like that one. That's cool. That's a good little update. Little quality of life sort of thing. Right, and we're going to have a lumber mill there, which is going to be set in paper. We're going to need a well. Yada yada. Well, go. Oh, I don't want it to go there. Well, I do want it to go there, but I don't want it to go up in the air, please. Build me a well. Okay. Now we're going to put in a conveyor belt with a grabber. Can't afford a grabber because it's 10. Oh dear. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Boom. So, okay. And then we want a workshop here. And I know I said I was going to have all my industry over in other places, but essentially, I think I'm more like this idea of having things self-contained rather than having this giant rail system. I'm kind of going off this a little bit. I'm going to leave it and I'm going to use it. I'm going to grab the resource to do things, but I'm not going to have everything over here because it's going to get stupidly cluttered. Anything to do with iron is going to go over here. This is going to be our ironworks. Anything else that's required for other things, then like here, for instance, we've got a little self-contained system doing other things here. So for creating the cloth, that's added onto the side. So yeah, makes sense. Workshop I want to put in. I'm going to flatten the ground down a little bit here. The workshop will be a bit lower. Up over there. Ba-bum. And you can work on making books. Where are books? Right at the top. Being blind. There we go. Righty dokie. Okay. You are going to work on. We need more red coins as well because I need that grabber. Because this is not going to work without a grabber. Let's pause the game. Let's remove that. Remove those. And that. That should give us some red coins back because we were selling a grabber and getting one. You're going to go to wood. Awesome source. You're going to have. You just got one person inside you. You still got 10. Yep, that's probably needed because we're really out of wood. Am I selling general? Where's general market? General store. Oh, that sells for. Okay, so we want to stop that. We want to stop. Don't need any more. Any more wood being sold. We've got enough yellow coins. It's red coins we need now. So I might even just. I'm going to swap this up a little bit here as well. Be turned around. That can just have a cloth conveyor belt, and around. Those, because you're now just doing wood and nothing else. None of you are filtered at all. That doesn't particularly matter. In fact, I'm going to delete that bar and move that back one. Oh, you're outputting. Yeah, that's fine. Output your water. That's absolutely fine. It does not matter. Yeah, just output everything. That's absolutely fine. Just do the lot, and then what we can simply do is we can just go delete the water off there, and delete the water there. Okie dokie. That. There we go. Now we've got 3 lots of wood being stored up, which is a bit more useful. And we can get rid of this path here because this is no longer needed and looks an eyesore. There we go. Okie dokie. Right. Okay, so that's going. The workshop requires paper, and that you are creating paper. Means we're going to need a conveyor belt. I might go with cloth for that one. No, actually I'm going to go with metal. Because we're on metal conveyor belts, so why the hell not? I don't think I'm ever going to need to come over here with any. Carts. Well, I am going to have to come over here with 1 cart to deliver leather. We're going to have to build a leather stop here somewhere. I don't know where. I think maybe just back here. Oh. Copied the cart as it drove by then. That was a mistake. Yeah, I'm thinking if I just put in like a silo, for instance, there. The train stop there. Do any of these take just leather in? Let me double check something. No, 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 no. Nope, nothing just takes leather in. Okay, so that means I can put back that stop. Only reason I turned that stop off was because we had stone coming by, and I didn't want to sell the stone to there. Although, ironically, now wouldn't have been a bad idea. Right, so we want to change this from bread. Oh, hold on. Don't we still have our bread? We do. This is where things become a little bit of a problem, because we need bread and right, because this is just going to be generally for until we get the, what am I trying to say here? My brain's gone blank, sorry. This is going to be to get advanced logistics going, so we can click on advanced logistics, and it should already be, yep, 60% complete, because I did remove that one. So we can, yeah, temporarily we're going to have a block here, which is going to go that way, okay. And we're going to have a pusher, which we can't afford. Damn it. Could do with a pusher somewhere. You're saying bread down it. We need two pushers, in fact. I'm going to need one that says leather as well. And I may have to change them tracks up to being down and up again. That's something I think we need to do as well. Right. Okie dokie. Let's see if I can sell some fish. Then pause. Nope, can't pause the game in time. I suppose what I'm going to have to do then is... Oh, you're using yellow coins. You're using red coins. You're using red coins. Okay, so let's stop everything that's using red coins for the moment. Including you. Bomb. Hopefully we can get some more red coins now and get going on this. So you're getting paper in. You are good. You're good for paper. You're using red coins, so you can stop as well. We need a couple of pushers, other bits and pieces. Okie dokie. So I need to swap this up. Two, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 1. Same for this one, that one. Okie, and then we should be able to copy these and get them to go. Oh, nope. We want to come from here and down. Then from here and down. You have to go from the top down in order to get it to automatically draw the slopes. If you go from the bottom up, it doesn't put the slopes in. There we go. Then we can remove those there because they're not needed. Okie dokie, awesome. I suppose I should do the same for these tracks here, shouldn't I? Make everything conform a little bit better. Or we can just do that. Oh no, that way. The way you draw as well, if you come straight down it will go down that way, whereas you draw across and then down it follows the path. It's very, very ingeniously done. I'd love to know how Eric implemented something like that. That's a fantastic little way of doing it. So yeah, there you go. And then we can have pushes down and they come back up and join the track automatically. So we don't have to worry about the whole, if there's a train on this track, stop, that sort of thing. I may still put that in there anyway. If there's a train come down this track, then I don't know. We might actually have detailed trains for each one. So, for instance, I'm going to put in a pusher here, and this pusher is going to be set to only do leather. Yep, leather. And what I want to do is I want to put a barrier, say, there. Look very strange if I put it on there. But I may do. We may put a barrier there and say that I really wish I'd have spaced these out one extra, and then I could have the tracks go around the back of the barns and go back in. That would have been cool. But no, we're going to have a space. Why have my wool parts stopped working, and why can I no longer click on them? Apparently cannot select them. Oh, there we go. Okay, something very odd's going on here. Move. Ah. No, I have an issue of clicking on those carts. In fact, I apparently have an issue of clicking on anything. What is that? Go. Okay. So, why were you are to take wool, deliver it to there. You aren't going. Can you not path there? Why can you not path there? Let's have a see. You come up here, you go along here, you come here, you go down here, and you'd be here. Why can you not path there? What has happened? Deliver wool. The workshop. Okay, something odd has happened to my wool carts. It's slightly distracted from what we were doing now, but right, you. No. Are you going to move for that one? Yeah, that's fine. You are to deliver wool to there. There we go. Why can you not find a path from there then? What's so wrong about that? Deliver wool to the workshop. Okay. Bring you over as well then. Okay. Do the same thing. Deliver wool to the workshop. Now you'll do it. I have to keep an eye on that. Something's gone a bit skewiff with them. I wonder whether both wagons ended up coming down at the same time and getting stuck into each other. Because obviously, if they come down this line here, they are completely stuck. They can't get past the grabbers at the back. So that could cause an issue. That's why I should have left a bigger gap between them. Oh well, if I ever come to redesign this, then we know. Right. Anyway, so you should be filtered to leather. Okay, I'm going to pause the game, and we are going to grab one minecart and put it there, and we are going to grab one minecart and put it there, and you're going to be told to go forward, and you are going to be filtered to leather. If you would be so kind as to filter to leather. Thank you. And you are going to be the same. You are going to be filtered to leather. Okay. Go. Right. You are a bread cart. And where's our other bread cart? There. So let's also do the same with our bread carts. Boom. Put that one there. And there. Just to space them all out again to make sure everything's working fine. And go. Forward. Forward. Thank you. Really dislike that sometimes carts you have to rotate and rotate back around. They have been renamed back to minecarts as well. They're no longer cart clones. That's good. Yep. And we want a wagon, which we got one. We got one right here. And you are going to grab leather and drop it in there. Should be a fairly simple process. I'm also going to build you a little road because I'm generous like that. And should happen is your they didn't, because they were put on the stations, they didn't pick up. Okay, so got a bit of a hiccup there. And your bread, you go that way. And I completely forgot to put in that. Why didn't you tell me about that? Oh, I don't know. There we go. Right. So let's redo these carts then. So move you to be 2 behind that. You've got bread in you. You're fine. You are leather, and then we're going to move you to be 2 behind that. And then there we go. Right, okay. So now you should have picked up the leather. Yes, you have. You'll climb it very, very nicely. Once we get magic rails, it'd be so much better because they move up and down at the same speed. They can move up and down. They move down at the same speed anyway. They move up. Perhaps we can put magic conveyors, magic belts in there, and they move up as fast as they travel along normally. So that's absolutely fine. I kind of feel as if I want to put in steps there and there. Make it look nicer, I suppose. I don't. Okay, and then you are picking up that. You're picking up the leather and putting it in there. That leather is becoming books. Books are going to there, and advanced logistics is going to wander very, very, very quickly, which is much, much better. There we go. We do have an odd silo dropping off stuff here, but the plan to keep everything nice and clean and tidy in that was never going to work, was it? That was never going to work. So next protocol is our fish. We need to look at what's going on with our fish. Why are fish taking so long to get where they need to be? And I think it's just purely because this cart can only deliver 4 at a time, and this is using up way more than 4 in the time it takes to go down and come back in. So I need a quicker way to do that. I don't really want to use rails for this because we're talking up and downhill a lot. Could use a second cart, but then I'd have to get the timing right on them because they'd be pretty odd. Because it's just so high up, it's very difficult to get down there. This was to build this out bigger down here. Oh, do that. Or I could have another barn up here and have you deliver to that other barn, or use silo jump to build. I don't really want to do that. I think I prefer having the carts doing this and maybe just trying to figure out how to get in. I mean, I could put in a second path going down. That's probably going to be the easiest way of doing it all. Put in a second part going round. It's going to look very weird if I do that though. What if we grabbed remove you, and what if we grabbed a harvester drill, because they can be used as transports. They're not as fast, they don't care about paths or anything, but they carry 12 at a time. And it looks as if it runs out, so it's probably about the same as doing it the way we did it before. I suppose what I could do is I could move the barn. This way we've only got 3 gap, so why don't I move the barn? Why don't I do that? So we'll move the barn to there. We'll lock you up on fish. Not sure I like this idea. Yeah, I'm really not sure I actually like that idea. Do you know what I'm gonna do? We're gonna change this up. We're gonna have this come out even further. Yep, I'll do. Change it up and have it come out even further. Oh, me right clicking to try and move the camera. What's going on there? And I'm going to move all this here. Bring a path down to there. Or why we can't path down through that, because it would look weird. Yes, we do a little tiny bit of terrain editing there. I don't think it will let me do because of that next to it. Block down. No, it won't let me do that because of the bridge next to it, which is a shame. I can't even technically flatten it off either. Can't go down uneven terrain. I stuck a scaffold in there. Nope, it can't go down uneven terrain. Okay, so it's got to go down like that. Right, which is absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. So we're going to then copy that and go out one more. And that. Oh, try not to get any blocks randomly underneath. There we go. Right. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to move the kitchen to being down here. Apparently the kitchen get free access to water if we do this, which is cool. The kitchen's going to go down there, and you are going to be put on to doing 2 fish recipes, so cooked fish and fish oil. Okay. You are going to move to there. I don't think you can deliver to there, can you? No, it must be on the edge. Okay, so we'll remove that edge off. We'll do. I'm also going to stop the fishing boat for the moment because I've just had another idea that I want to do here actually. Move that on. We're going to put in a second kitchen over here. There. And you're going to do exactly the same thing. You're going to do cooked fish and fish oil. I think. Not entirely sure about that. And you're going to also have a path come down there. And have a road connecting the two, and that'll do because I think these travel as the wooden. What am I trying to say here? The wooden bridges count as roads anyway, I think. I'm not really sure about that. I think they do. I believe they do. Any reason why we can't put a road across there? Ah, yes, of course. So we can't do a road across there because of that block underneath there. Because I put in the solid. Wow, I forgot what it's called. Wooden arch, that's the word. I could not remember what that was called then. Wow. So if I want, I don't suppose I do really. I suppose that's fine for going in there. Then you're the same. You can go in. Oh no, you can actually go in wherever you like. We don't have the wooden arch on that side. Okay, so I am going to change something. Let's remove all that. Let's put in. No, not one of them. No, not one of them. Let's put in a wooden pillar. So we'll put in the chute and then that. Okay, and then we'll build a line to there, and then we'll have to do the same here. Only awkward thing about not forward pulling stuff. But then I didn't know I was going to move this up, so there we go. Right, so now we should be able to build a road straight across. Yes, we can. Awesome. Right. Okay, and all I'm going to do as well, I'm going to have a one-way system here. We're going to have you're up and you're down. Okay. You're still doing things, you're still grabbing stuff. Looks a bit weird having these like this, but I suppose actually what I'm going to do here, I'm going to put that back in. Do the same here as well. And I'm going to have a silo or two. I'm falling into the trap of I want it to look good. If that makes sense. I want it to not only be functional and awesome, I want it to look good. Which isn't always the best idea, I know. But that's just how it's going to go. I am tempted to put in a barn underneath there. Can I get a barn underneath there without it poking its head through? Not sure about that. I think it pokes through, doesn't it? Let's put it down and see. Let's put it down and see. Pop it there, and yeah, its head pokes through. So no, we're not going to do that. Okay. So we will remove that bottom. Maybe we'll put in another silo for the coal. We're going to have 2 silos either side for fish, and then we're going to have a silo for coal, so we can have our coal truck come down and drop off coal and come back in. I could siphon it off this top list here. That's going to be a bit more difficult than it looks. Well, I could put coal here and just have a bug around, I suppose, if I wanted to, because we could easily siphon off a bit of the coal from the line. But then that won't work because I'm going to have, when I get my logistics going, we're going to have the coal timed. Well, not timed, we're going to have it set to only grab coal out of the mine if only grab coal out of the barns if the storage barns down there are low. So, and same for iron and stone and stuff like that. So it'll be timed, it'll be controlled. So I'd want the coal to actually come out of this barn. I need to be extremely careful of that because I've just realised even with the whole... Oh no, we want to come out this time because we won't turn off the mines, we'll turn off these grabbers here. These grabbers here, and we might have to put in something here to change up our stone system, because obviously that's going into the base. So we'll figure it out when we get to it. Anyway, let's see here. So you're doing that. You're being slow. So yeah, I want another silo for coal, which I'm going to put in the back underneath here. Bit like over there. Does that show through at all? It does not. Awesome. And then we're going to have chutes coming off of it. I really can't see what I'm doing underneath here. Which is quite funny. So we're going to have chutes coming off there. Also chutes coming off to here. Then we need to change up that one underneath there. Be one going that way and one going that way. Means I need to move that because we would also need another chute there. And we need a splitter. We need a logistic block splitter over there to make sure it's even, because otherwise we may block up the line. That way it will always push if one's not used for the other one. Yeah. Okie dokie. Right. And I don't think fish can go on a conveyor, on a chute, so we're going to need a conveyor for this one. Which is fine because we can just quite literally do that. Because the fish will automatically come out of there. And okay, so you're empty. Awesome. I was simply waiting for that to be done. Copy you, put you there. So you are going to be filtered to fish, and then I think everything will be awesome. Yeah. Okay, so where were we? Sorry about that. We were setting these to fish, weren't we? Silo to fish. That silo is going to go to coal. No, not gold ingots. We haven't got any gold yet. There we go. Okay. And then you can be deleted. You can be deleted because you're no longer needed. You can take coal from there. The silo underneath. And what does fish oil give us? Fish oil. And there's blue coins. We will need them. So do we have any other use of blue coins? Any other supply of blue coins, sorry? I don't think we do. Are we using blue coins anywhere? I think for now I'm just going to have the fish delivered because we need... we are in kind of desperate need of the red coins. So we'll do that. We're going to get another fishing boat. Yeah. And you are going to take fish to the silo. You are going to take fish. I'm just going to tell you to supply with fish. The same for you. Supply with fish. So wherever you can get fish from, just bring fish. Okay. And they're going to obviously produce both. Alright, okay, so I need to stop that. So you're actually going, hey, I'm going to steal fish from this other side. That's no bloody good. Not very useful. Stealing fish from your fellow fishermen. I don't know. Okay. And this system of what the one-way system kind of works. So that's fine. Once this fills up with fish oil, they will obviously speed up on making their cooked fish, so that'll count everything up a lot faster, I think. I hope. Coal wagon is doing his job. Plenty of coal in them, so that's not a problem. Okay, so I think we're okay for the fish now, hopefully. I will keep a bit of an eye on it because I need to make sure that it's working. I keep forgetting my words. I don't know. Yeah, so that's going. So you're going to level up with fish. You're going to fill up with fish. That's fine. That's fine. That's all good. So there we go. We've got a little fishery going at the bottom there. We don't need to put a fish in a barn because we don't use fish for anything else. I don't think we use fish for anything at all. Nope, fish are purely used in cooked fish. So, yeah. Need to add chips. Get fish and chips. That'd be cool. Anyway, that's kind of working. That's going there. We got our leather coming down. That's full. Our leather has stopped because we run out of paper, which makes sense. You're both stopped. You're stopped. So what's using my red coins then? It's not you. You're stopped. Okay. So you sell bomb. We're gonna put 14 red coins, and then 13 red coins. Something's using my red coins. I don't know what. None of these use coins, do they? No. You're raw materials, you're fine. You actually are struggling to get hold of animal feed. Wow, okay. You're not using red coins. We have a complete barn full of sugar over there, so those workers can go. That's good. What is using red coins then? Don't use red. I don't. Our forester here. Our forester here is using red coins to get our apples and wood. That's where it's going. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's not a problem. But we should be getting to the point where these are actually going to get saturated with fish, because I don't think our 2 carts can deliver them fast enough, especially when they take weird wacko lines like they do. Out and around, I really don't get it at all. I'm really tempted to just sort of, yeah, I don't get that. I don't get why they follow that. Why? Yeah, you're doing the same. I'm going to cut the corners off all of those so they become a broken path. So you will deliver to there, and then there you go, you'll go up and around now. Which I think is a quicker route than going all the way down and around. Just because I've cut the corners off. How strange is that? Come on. No, doesn't matter. Right. I do need to do something about this, however, because we are going to fill up our base with stone if I'm not careful here. So I'm going to stop this mine now. But we don't want to overfill the base with stone. Wouldn't be good for anyone. Our iron's running a bit down. Our coal's going to be running down soon. We're not quite getting our happiness up because obviously we're not delivering fish often enough to keep people. You got food. Meats is cooked fish, fruits and vegetables, veggie stew. Gourmet is apple pie. So some people are getting gourmet stuff, other people aren't, because apple pie deliverance. Actually, our apple pie system's not running that fast. It's because we don't have enough flour. It's because you're not getting enough grain. Which is very odd, because I honestly thought that the grain side would have been the okay one, and it would have been the pasture side that was the low one. But it's apparently not. Apparently the grain... side that's struggling to keep up. So let's up the people in that and see whether we can get that going again to increase our apple pie production. And I think I'm kind of happy with all this. I think this is kind of working well. I'm going to turn that back on again, and I shall bring this episode to a close here, and we shall be back next time once Advanced Logistics has completed. I am confused why that's only on 68. Oh, it's only on 68 because obviously I stopped the forester, so this was not getting any paper or anything, so that wasn't producing books. So yeah, okay, so that's fine, that's fine. So yes, I shall leave this running, and we shall be back once Advanced Logistics has completed, and we'll take it from there. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this one. I hope to see you again next time, and until then, as always, have fun.